The new Boruto chapter just came out, and I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite chapters in the past year. Because with this chapter, it had a lot of comedy, at least to me. Because with Aida's introduction to Konoha, I kind of did feel like she's just a character who is so fit for a shoujo anime or manga where she is just trying to get all of the husbandos and trying to get true love. It's just so hilarious to me how you have all this character who is extremely overpowered and she just focused on love and that's it. And it's just so hilarious how everyone had these different reactions when it comes to her look and her abilities. And it's funny. It's just so damn hilarious to me. And while people might have certain qualm about Ida, I think for me is that if Boruto's not gonna have good fights, and what I mean by good fights, a lot of people complain that a lot of these characters are very overpowered. A lot of these fights aren't they're not that entertaining to watch. But even if we don't have the fight section, I can at least appreciate the Ida section where we are getting more emotion out of her and the other characters because that is what Naruto represents for me. Because when we see the original Naruto series, it's all about that emotional factor when we cry with when Naruto actually has those down moments, or actually get excited when Naruto about to beat Sasuke at the final valley. You just get all those interesting moments, those emotional moments of roller coaster, and in Boruto, we don't necessarily get that as much, but I will say it was a nice change of base for Ida to come, and the fact that when she got here, the fact that she was she already knew what Shikamaru was planning. She already thought that living with Kawaki was actually a genius idea. And the fact that she did not want to get anyone to be on her tail whatsoever. She did not want to get any necessary lead chasing after her. So she had the ability, the gall to actually straight up fly to the building itself. And the fact that she was able to fly, that's kind of insane to me because I mean, again, with her ability, she is so damn overpowered, and the fact that someone like Amando was saying how that's normal. I mean, someone Asuki related like Boruto Kawaki will be able to do that soon. Will be able to do that too in the future. The fact that you are comparing Asuki level abilities to Ida, I mean, it really goes to show that she is a mean being. You do not want to deal with her at all. Like the fact that she is being compared to the abilities of a Suki, that is so insane to me. And the fact that you legit like you have all these incredible powers. You have these incredible cyborgs, and it's just bizarre to me how Amando just never thought to use them against Jigen. And when we finally do see Sarada and Miki actually try to stake out the scene, I mean, it was obvious they weren't going to necessarily pull at Wu over. Cause I mean, they can't really do much about this specific situation. Cause I just see everything, obviously. And the fact that when we actually do get there, Konohamaru, he was just stumbling over his words. He was trying so damn hard to try to remain focused and actually compose himself. But the fact that he actually literally lost his train of thought, actually passed out after falling down the stairs, and the fact that Boruto was actually just feeling ashamed and embarrassed for his master actually just going out that easily. Like the fact that he's being made a gag again in the manga, it is annoying. But I'm not gonna lie, in this specific instance, it was kind of funny to me. And the fact that when we actually do see Ida actually pull up her sleeve and actually try to woo the genin like Chocho and Shikadai, I do think it was kind of funny how they just it was a mere glare. They all instantly charmed towards her. And even someone like Mickey, who would never have experienced love, he doesn't really have any emotional attachment besides Team 7. He doesn't really have. We don't really see him to show intense emotion. And so it was kind of funny to see him actually blush for once, to actually be confused on what is this newfound feeling that he had inside himself. And someone who were like Shikadai and and Sarada actually not being affected as much. It don't go to show that with Shikadai, he probably wasn't looking all that well. But for Sarada, it's actually interesting to me because with Sarada, she is a Uchiha, and the thing about Uchiha is it literally Toby Rama said how their brains are a lot more wired differently because their intense love slash hatred for certain people that they truly do care about. And if it made it made me think that what if how would Sake be able to defend against this? How long would he be able to last against this? Because Sake he has experienced a lot of love and hatred in the entire series of Naruto. So I would be curious to see how well Burst he would be able to defend against this. Because I mean, he had based a lot of Genjutsu, and he's well versed in Genjutsu. So I don't know. It's just an interesting thought I would have. I'm pretty sure he would fall under the spell eventually, but I do wonder if he will be able to last longer than Shikamaru. I definitely do think he would definitely damn for sure last longer than Konohamaru, but how long it would actually remain, I actually don't know. But I do hope we actually do get that in the future, because Sasuke, he hasn't been in the manga in quite a while, and I'm kind of surprised. I actually do wonder what he's actually doing, because it doesn't, for right now, it doesn't really seem, according to my memory, that he's in the building. I'm pretty sure he's just doing his own thing, trying to go after codes and something like that. I don't really know what the big deal with him is, but regardless, I'm getting off point. With Daemon actually appearing and actually trying to fight Boruto Kawaki, I mean, it was honestly a lost battle, like straight up. Like we seen the beatdown that Daemon gave Code. Like the fact that Code was straight up embarrassed. Like he didn't even laugh a chance whatsoever against Daemon, despite the fact that Bug gave him the cheat code of Daemon's weakness, his requirement to activate his ability, and he still lost on top of that, which is insane to me. I don't think he got a single blow, and for Daemon to actually go against Kawaki and Boruto, it was wrapped. So like there was no way they were gonna win, no matter what. Because with Kawaki, while yes he does have Ashiki's abilities, the thing is Daemon is we already know that he's stronger than Jingen, and I'm not gonna I don't know if I can like straight up say that Kawaki is immediately as strong as Ishiki full power. I'm not gonna go say that. So I mean, he's still building up his ranks up. He's still gradually building his power up. So he's not that strong quite yet. In the time skip, I'm sure. But the fact that like Daemon was actually able to capture the rod, like when we see someone like Naruto who could not capture the rod whatsoever, Naruto or Sasuke, they could not capture the rod at all, especially with Sasuke, and he had the Sharingan, and for Daemon to actually catch it so easily, it just goes to show that this is the guy you do not want to mess with at all in the slightest. And the fact that Boruto actually tried to go against him, I think that was just that was just a wrong chess piece. That was the wrong move, because that was just not going to go well for him. Because I'm going to be real with you, Boruto without the karma is incredibly weak. Not against the normal enemy type for in the shinobi world, but against Daemon and against Kara. He is not at their level quite yet. He's not at that strong quite yet, especially without karma. Because without karma, we haven't really seen him do that many crazy feats. I mean, he's not really that strong necessarily. It's kind of surprising because I mean, at least to me, I didn't see him use karma, and I'm kind of surprised that he didn't use karma at all against Daemon, because Daemon, he was just too dangerous. I mean, it was obvious that he was gonna destroy Boruto, given the fact that he easily destroyed Kawaki, who actually used his ability. So the fact that Boruto just came in with a single punch, it was just kind of insane to me how Boruto actually thought that was gonna work. I mean, it clearly didn't, obviously. And when we actually do get the results of that aftermath of that fight with Boruto actually waking up and seeing Eida actually cuddling with Kawaki. It actually was hilarious to me how Eida she was a shy girl at one point, now she actually takes the initiative. She's actually going for the praise that you want. She's actually straight up actually touching Kawaki without his permission even. And it was just kind of crazy how she is dead set on getting the things that she wants, the goals that she wants to accomplish. And once she actually sees the target she has in mind, she will actually go full throttle for it. And it's just kind of saying to me how she again is how Ida is actually the more interesting character for me. I don't really care that much about Daemon. I'm gonna be honest with you, but Ida, she's actually interesting to me because I do want to see how they're actually gonna nerf her ability because she has so many incredible abilities. But I actually do want to see how exactly this all gonna fold. How exactly it will this play out because obviously Kawaki's not gonna hook up with Ida. I don't need to say that much. That'd be crazy though if Ida actually becomes his first girlfriend, but I just don't see that being the case whatsoever because Ida is like the complete opposite of a Kawaki's character. Kawaki is not he is not an emotional or romantic type of character. He's not that character that who can shack up with another person, if you will. So it's just hilarious to see where the development will have what the foundation of this trio of romance will happen. Because the fact that we have Boruto, Kawaki, and Ida have this love triangle, like they're the only three who can mate, love, whatever you want to call it, kiss with each other. And it just kind of insane to me how Boruto, he kind of seems like the third wheel. Like he just back there in the background just watching Kawaki and Ida get it on. But it's just so hilarious to me how Boruto just trying to take the scenery for what it is. He just can't help but spectate Kawaki actually being comforted by Ida. It's just hilarious to me seeing how the manga has evolved from this intensive Asuki level battle to this. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind it. Again, I think it's actually pretty funny, but I will just have to see what happens in the love triangle in the romance department. But let me know your thought on this amazing chapter. This hilarious build chapter that I actually still think it was pretty great. I want to let you know your actual. I want you to let me know your actual thoughts on the chapter. What you think of Ida and Daemon's character? I would truly love to know that in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.